We're back here again. We're back here again discussing the shitty journalism from the United Kingdom or the English pundits or whatever. So Matt Fraud Law is getting a nice cooking today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. Road to 500 subs. We're nearly there. It's nearly upon us, and then we're on the road to 1K. So as I say, hit the subscribe button if you're new. But let's dive straight into it. So for those of you that don't know, last week, I don't know who it was, someone said that basically that Man United and Tottenham, they added Man United and Tottenham. They added Tottenham in it just to make Tottenham feel, so they didn't make it too obvious. But it was this very right. It was about Man United. Basically, if we win the Europa League, we're going to get in the Champions League football. That's how it's always been since the dawn of time. If you win the Europa League, you get Champions League football. It's literally how the rules are. It's UEFA's rules. They own the competition. It's their rules. And I actually think it's a good incentive. I actually think it's a very good thing for people to go, right, cool, we're not going to go for the league. We're not going to try and get football for the league. We're going to go and try and win the Europa League. I personally think that's actually a good incentive, personally, in my opinion. But that's for another day. However, Matt Fraud Law has now released an article on... who is it? I don't know. The Telegraph. I think you have to pay to read this shit. Do you have to pay to read this shit? Yeah, you have to pay, or you have to sign up. And I'm not signing up to shit, so let's have that, right? But Matt Fraud Law has basically said that Nottingham Forest will deserve a Champions League spot if they get there, but it'll be ludicrous if Tottenham join them through the back door. Same applies for Manchester United, by the way. Neither them or Tottenham should have any chance or hope of getting into the UCL. Equally, not their fault as the rules and qualifications are stupid. I mean, who gave Matt Fraud Law the right to have a say on the laws of football, on the laws of UEFA? Stick to poncing off football clubs, stick to lying to fans, stick to make faking transfer news, and stick to pretty much just poncing off fans and lying about their clubs and frauding and lying to people. That's what you are. Stick to your fraudulent journalism, mate. Yeah, this type of thing isn't for you. So basically what we're now hearing is, because Man United are 15th or wherever we are in the league, we may win the Europa League, which has happened to Sevilla, by the way, when they were in La Liga. Yeah, I didn't see no articles when Sevilla done it. There's probably been other teams in the dawn of time that have finished low in the league and ended up winning the Europa League. And yet, apparently now, because Man United, and we'll add Spurs in as well, Man United could win it this season. We're both in the Final Four. Bearing in mind, by the way, they weren't making these articles at the start of the season. They weren't making these articles halfway through the season. And we've been bottom of the league, mid-table-ish for ages. Do you know what I'm saying? So, as I say, he's now made an article, because we're 15th in the league, that we shouldn't get Champions League football if we win the Europa League. Like he decides the rules of football. Do you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely hilarious. What's next? What's going to be next? Really and truly, what's going to be next? It's only because Man United could win the Europa League this year that they want to get a few clicks online. They want to take the piss out of Man United. Know that Man United fans are going to click on it. Know that rival fans are going to jump on it. And there's going to be rival fans going, oh, yay, he's so true. There's going to be Arsenal, Liverpool fans, City fans, Chelsea fans, because it's Man United and Spurs. Obviously, they don't like their football clubs, all jumping on it going, yeah, they're right. But then a few years ago, I remember when Arsenal were trying to win the Europa League because they finished 5th in the league. I remember when Chelsea done it I want to say it was 2012-13. They didn't finish in the top 4. I could be wrong. They didn't finish in the top 4, I'm pretty sure. And they won the Europa League to get Champions League football. You know what I'm saying? So every club's done it. However, yeah, it's just hilarious seeing how rattled and this is the price I guess we paid for all those trophies we won. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a few prices we paid for winning all those trophies. And one of them is traumatizing a whole generation of people. We traumatized a whole generation of people. The whole 30 to 45-year-olds have all been, even older than that, by the way, but 30 to 45-year-olds, their whole life, we've ruined it. We've ruined their whole childhood. We ruined their whole lives. We traumatized them. And I don't know how old Matt Law is. I'll type up Matt Law's age right now. Matt Law age. It won't even come up, bruv. He's that irrelevant. It won't even come up. He's an irrelevant journo, mate. If you typed up David Ornstein, I'm sure it'd come up. Or Fabrizio, I don't know. But yeah, this is the price I guess we pay for traumatizing people and traumatizing people. Let's have it right. Winning all those trophies. And he's now, as I say, it got released last week. I think someone said it last. I don't know if it was Matt Law. Someone said it last week, and all United fans are saying, "Oh, it's only because United went," and they're actually right. They're actually right. It is only because United are going to could win it this season, that the people are sitting there now trying to rewrite the rules of football. It's like when we won the League Cup. Yeah, remember when we won the League Cup and everyone was sitting there saying League Cup ain't a major honour, that no one's going to remember a League Cup and all this stuff. And then Newcastle won it and everyone was sitting there going, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for Newcastle. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, you guys deserve it. Well, deserve what? You said it won a major honour. You were shit on the trophy. So now what? When Liverpool won it last year, were they saying it won a major honour? Do you know what I'm saying? When people sit there and say Liverpool are the most successful team in England, yeah. If you take out Europa Leagues and League Cups, they're not the most successful team in England. Man, in fact, if you take out League Cups, we're ahead of them. If you take out League Cups, we're ahead of them. Let alone if you take out the Europa Leagues they've got. Yeah, so at the end of the day, all the time, Man United fans, we're used to it. We're used to this type of stuff. We're used to the double standards and the agendas, the journalism and the English football have got on them. English football, it's always been like this. Even when England are playing, do you know what I'm saying? It's always the United players' fault. They never blame anyone else. It's always the United players' fault. We go through history. Rooney, Beckham. You look at when Rashford and Sancho missed the penalties. You look at Mainu even recently in the Euros. Everyone was saying they shouldn't play him. He was England's best midfielder. Do you know what I'm saying? United, we're used to this. We're used to the agenda. We're used to the double standards, and we just get on with it. We know that's the price we paid for ruining people's lives. And let's have it right. We have ruined people's lives. They might not admit it. We've ruined Liverpool fans' lives. Sorry about that. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, as I was saying, that's the price we paid for ruining everyone's childhoods. They might not admit it, but Liverpool fans, we ruined their lives. We ruined Newcastle fans' lives. We ruined Chelsea fans' lives. We ruined Man City fans' lives. We ruined Arsenal fans' lives. We ruined Palace fans' lives. We ruined everyone's lives. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone grew up hating Man United because we were the best. And we were arrogant, and we love the fact that everyone hates us. That's one thing we do. We love the fact that everyone hates us, and it's absolutely brilliant to see Matt Law's tears and everyone's tears. And this should, for me, give the players more incentive to go on and win the Europa League, to go on and win it, because this will be, obviously they've got the most incentive anyway to save the season. It's been a terrible season. Get Champions League football. etc. However, this should give them more motivation. The tears that it will cause rival fans. If we win the Europa League, it will be bigger than Liverpool winning the Premier League. It will be, in terms of amount of people that will care about it, because Liverpool win the league and literally no one gives a fuck about it other than them and a few United fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Literally no one gives a fuck. It's true. Sure, no one gives a fuck. Whereas if United win the Europa League, everyone's giving a fuck. Everyone's giving a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hilarious. But anyways, I'm out, people. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. All that jazz. I'm out. Bye.